Good morning. Hi, this is Eris of me and between me and my stuff. I have schizophrenia. At least that's what the doctors have told me. It's very difficult for me to accept. I hear voices. I don't mind telling the truth about my symptoms. And I guess today, this week I've been feeling really weepy. I've been crying a lot. Um, there's things that are on my mind, not just the voices. And I think that's part of the difficulty in having them is because it's almost like I need to be preoccupied with them and I don't want to be. But when I hear them and I try to relate them to why, to why, to what caused it, and there's all the studies and research in medicine which I haven't discovered yet the why. So there's neurologists, there's gastroenterologists, there's psychiatrists, and it hurts because I'm left alone with the voices. I told you that the voices don't, my voices don't really become antagonizing or mean. They're very upbeat for the most part. One of the voices usually sounds very anxious, and that voice really triggers me emotionally. And I don't know if it's because I watched my mother go through voices or schizophrenia, and she would get loud and angry and yell and scream at my grandmother. My grandmother would try to be kind to her and generous and make sure she ate for the day. So I don't know if it's me emotionally splitting myself because of those traumas, because of myself being abused. I've had my mom whip me in the tub, wet, butt naked, with an electric cord. And I would have to go to school with whelps on my back. I remember those things, but I don't think that they should have that much control over me emotionally and mentally that I would destroy my sense of reality, that I would experience voices and sometimes have feelings and emotions that don't relate to my immediate circumstance or situation, that relate to the stories they tell. The voices tell stories all the time. Um, they seem to talk to, and some of the voices sound like my family members, my mother, my sister, and we don't talk at all. So this is difficult. Um, right now, I feel like I'm being taken advantage of by my daughter. I'm letting her do something that where I feel like I was forced to, but she doesn't listen, and she has a way out. But right now, I've been tolerating her, and I feel very afraid because I don't want to lose my place. So I guess that's another thing where I don't know if I don't set the right boundaries. Um, I'm Black, I'm a female. I don't know if people want to see me weak, so they just don't want to listen to this kind of stuff. They don't want to know that this is real. Um, even the idea of me being a slave, the idea comes from, me being the strongest animal And that's why they cut our wounds open while we were pregnant, um, to put fear in the man, because the man wasn't considered to be as strong as the woman. But if he was attached to the woman, then she could use him to come against the slave master. I don't want to be a slave to these voices, whether they're right, whether they're wrong, whether they say good, positive things or not. Um, there's still a culture that demonizes mental health. I just read it in Wikipedia. Psychological trauma is considered, and it's listed under evil. So this is very, just society wise, all over the world, people stigmatize mental health as not just, you know, a weakness in a person's character and personality, but it's spiritual. And it's something that this person's mind is creating not only against themselves, but against other people. And they're antisocial and they don't want to be around other people because they're grandiose. Um, it's not what's really happening, man. And the spirits and all that exists, there needs to be somebody that has the control over spirits, because they don't have right to do things like that. Like if they're spirits, whether they're spirits because they've never been born before and they're angels, or they're spirits and they've passed on from this world and existence, they know better, right? They know better now. They're on the other side. They need to help. They need to not hurt, and they need to tell the same message about love to everybody, so we can all be well. They need to tell us the secret to being whole, to being healed. So I feel alone a lot of times, and I feel distracted. I feel very distracted. I know I'm a beautiful person. I know I'm talented, and I know I have a lot going on for myself. But it doesn't mean that this is easy for me to resist it. Isn't. I hate when I have to feel angry about it and tell them, no, you don't. You don't love me. You don't have the capacity to love me. You're just a symptom. And there have been times when they actually have said, I am a symptom. They know. That's what it sounds like. They know. But they're a symptom. They're not a brain. They don't remember things. They repeat things when I'm reading. That's very exhausting and frustrating. They make references to my behavior. They're quiet right now. But I feel like they're watching. It's a feeling. It's not me knowing, right? Knowing and feeling are two different things. You can feel attracted to a man. You can feel attracted to a woman and feel like, oh my God, I would love to be in a bed with them. But knowing that that's not an appropriate behavior, you don't do it. So that's the difference for me in these voices. They trigger feelings. My emotions get triggered so that it's as if, something's really happening, and it's not. So I hope you understand and you're willing to listen to me express these experiences and talk about my day. I just got up and I washed up and I probably do my hair. I'm not sure. I kind of like when it just looks like it's bed hair. And I don't know, I play with it too sometimes and just, I don't know, do different things with it. I have some wigs and I play with those as well. But yeah, just look out for me and make any comments you can to how I can improve the channel. What would you like to hear or know about the voices, about schizophrenia, about my experiences, about how I handle stress, about how I handle daily responsibilities and taking care of myself? What's it like not being self-sufficient economically, independent or free? I don't mind talking about those things. Just leave a comment and or subscribe and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much.